Hello, I'm John Dunlap, J1 on Sports, and it's time to give a college update. We're into the fourth week of the 2019 college football season, and starting with the top 25, of course, tonight, number one, Clemson takes on Charlotte, and that should be a wash. They should get a big victory there without much of a challenge. As we move on to number two, Alabama, they're rolling over Southern Miss ahead 42-7. Of course, that game is in the third quarter. Tonight we have Georgia taking on Notre Dame. Expect Georgia to win this game. And, of course, Notre Dame will put up a fight, but the Dogs should end up victorious. Number 4, LSU is rolling over Vanderbilt. They're up 38-17. That's late in the third quarter. Number 4, Oklahoma will be taking on Texas Tech tonight. And I do expect Oklahoma will end up with a victory in that game. A correction, actually, Oklahoma will be taking on Texas Tech on next Saturday at 12 noon. Number 6, Ohio State with Justin Fields at quarterback will be taking on Miami of Ohio in about the next hour and 5 minutes. And I do expect Justin Fields and the Ohio State Buckeyes to take that game without much of a challenge, really. Tonight at 8 p.m., one of the games of the day. Number 7 rated Notre Dame takes on the Georgia Bulldogs. And, of course, as I've said before, Notre Dame is going to put up a fight, but in the end, the Georgia Bulldogs comes out with a victory. At number 8, Auburn, they will be taking their game to Texas A&M, and this should be another dogfight, but I expect Auburn to etch this game out maybe by a touchdown, but it's not going to be an easy one, so they better have their A game. Number 9 rated Florida playing at home in the Swamp, and at halftime they were leading Tennessee by a score of 17-0. The latest score I had was Florida being up by a score of 17-3. I still expect the Gators to take this one, and without a whole lot of opposition in the second half, their defense is outstanding. The Gators get the victory. Number 10 ranked Utah takes on Washington State. And Washington State is a bit of a mystery with quarterback Jacob Eason, who had to transfer there after losing his job to Jake Fromm at Georgia. But I expect Utah to win this game. Now, not saying that Washington State doesn't have a chance, but more than likely Utah with its defense will come out victorious. Number 11 rated Michigan. The Wolverines are a bit of a mystery. They have a 2-0 record, but they're going up against Wisconsin. This team is like the Energizer Bunny. They never stop, and they have a Heisman candidate in their running back, Taylor, and I expect Wisconsin will end up victorious. They were already up 28-0 in the first half, so let's mark this one, Wisconsin coming out the winner. Number 12th rated Texas is taking on Oklahoma State. This Texas team, Charlie Strong built the talent, then he was fired. And right now, Oklahoma State, I believe, have a 4 or 5 game winning streak over Texas. I expect that Texas will lose this game to Oklahoma State by maybe a field goal or even a touchdown. But I'm picking Oklahoma State as the winner of this contest. There's a dual ranking at number 13. We already picked Wisconsin earlier to win their game. But Penn State is also rated number 13 in this poll, and they're playing against Maryland. Maryland is no joke. They started out the season averaging about 61 points a game, and I expect them to battle Penn State to the very last second, with Maryland coming out the victor. At number 15, we have Central Florida. They're playing against Pittsburgh, this team is like a buzzsaw. If you get in their way, they will take you down. They're going to destroy Pittsburgh. I would say probably by 14 to 21 points. Central Florida is the victor in this game. 16th rated Oregon comes into the game against Stanford, and they're 2-1, and this is not the Stanford team we've known over the last 15 or 20 years. Number 20, Boise State, the little engine that could, a team you could never underestimate, picking them over UNLV. 20th ranked Virginia takes care of Old Dominion tonight at 7 p.m. That's right, Virginia with the victory over Old Dominion. 22nd ranked Washington against BYU. This game is really a toss-up, but I'm giving the edge to BYU. Look for BYU to beat 22nd ranked Washington. Number 24 ranked Arizona State. Washington has them rolling at 3-0. They're not a very high-scoring team, but I expect them to take out Colorado. Colorado is going to be a tough opponent, but I expect Arizona State to come out victorious in this contest. And rounding out the top 25, we've got Texas Christian taking on SMU. I expect TCU to take care of business and end up victorious. That's it for the top 25. And maybe we'll get a chance to come back later and see the results of all the finals. This is John Dunlap, J1 on Sports.